Okay, guys, got 3-week countdown to the Ted Nugent Porch Slam, and we are getting ready. So what I'm doing is I'm sighting in the rifles one last time just to make sure that we're balls on when we hit a pig. So what I'm going to be working with is the 58 cal presented to me from Terry Fox at Fox Air Power. I've got, as you've noticed, 2 barrel bands on here from David B. at Black Arts Design, and hopefully I'll be able to record something through this ATM. So far, I've had issues because they come in like that. And as anybody who's ever done any wildlife filming knows, no matter how much you prepare, it happens in the blink of an eye. Cameras are always in the wrong directions, pointed up, down, and sideways, and up your nostrils, or you don't get it turned on at all. Or you missed a shot because the pig's behind a tree or the deer's behind a bush or something. So anyways, that's always the stress level of getting the perfect shot on film. But as always, we will endeavor to persevere. So we're going to do some quick shooting with the 58 to make sure we're spot on. And then we'll be ready to see Uncle Ted and kill us a pig and not act like a wussy. All right? Don't go anywhere. All right, got my 4,500 PSI put in. Get the old earplugs in and make sure we're on paper. Now my first shot is going to be 100%. So I'm filling it back up. I call this the Jim Fisher technique because your first shot's always going to be your most important. Bullseye. Okay. Let's go take a look. There we go. 50 yards. Give or take a yard or two. So as my long distance elk shooter, Jimmy Fisher, Colorado airgun enthusiast, first shot's always your most importante shot. So it's 100% fill. So as I flop around with the ATNs from gun to gun, I always have to go back and resight. So I could do this without falling over. So this was my first shot, and then I did the old one-shot sight in with the ATN, full 4,500 PSI fill again. There's my shot. That is more than enough to drop an animal 50 yards. I am pleasantly pleased. All right, let's do some more. Okay, so guys, you know me, I like compensating for shortness in the bedroom. So I'm going with the heavier of what I call my midweight slugs for the 58. This is the 560 grain ribbed, and that's what I'll be using because I love using ribs when I'm at Uncle Ted's. They always seem to work out better. We could call this the French tickler, but we won't. Ribbed for the pig's pleasure. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take multiple shots just to see where the bullet drops on each shot. And now I'm trying to find my earplugs because I'm a doofus. Here they are. Here's one anyways. 2. All right. Oh. Now, I won't be hunting with the cami on this from Donnie, just because there's limited room in the blind, and you know I don't need to. It's in this situation, stealth is not needed. All right, so let's try to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see how that works. 1. 2. Okay. Now I'm not adjusting the scope at all for the milldots or anything like that. I just want to see how the bullet drops per shot. Right, we're down to 3,500 psi. Let's do a 4th shot, just out of curiosity. Shot number 4. Just as I thought. Unregulated. Shot, 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 shot. Let's go look at the shots. I think we can say the shots have it. My lovely friends, there is shot 1, okay? There's shot 2, you can see how it's dropped. Shot 3, aiming there, dropping there. 4 gets even further. This is what it means when you're shooting an unregulated big bore, okay? You need to know that so you can adjust your milldots accordingly. So if I'd raised up to like milldot 2 or milldot 3, I would have nailed it. But that would have been cheating, trying to show you something. I like showing you this is the God's honest truth. And if you know it, then you can adjust for it, okay? All unregulated big bores are like this. And that's why AEA is working on a regulator. Now granted, it's supposed to be for the target shooters, but I know that you can tweak it for the hunters. That's the whole point of having a regulated air rifle. Getting your shots all consistent. I have no problem with this because I've been doing this for almost 20 years. I understand big bores are unregulated. Research and development. It's just, that's the way things are. Oh yeah! All right, so now I'm going to shoot the same 4 targets, but using the milldots to adjust, since we know what the drop is. Super simple. You know, I was trying to explain this to Rossi the other day, you know, but for some reason, he kept hanging up on me and saying, I don't know how you keep getting my number. I blocked you 6 times. Oh, he's such a kidder. I think we did really good. I was mostly worried about elevation. I didn't want to keep cranking this, so I'm just slightly off to the right, but I'm fine with that. We're in the kill zone. Okay, so gentlemen, my pointy stick here. So there's shot one. Now granted, I'm moving, I don't care. This is still in the kill zone, okay? That's me, I suck, we all know it, okay? I've shared everything with you, with erectile dysfunction and male pattern baldness, and the fact that I can't shoot, okay? So, shot number one. Still, you know, we're trying to keep in that area. Now, adjusting the milldots, shot number two. Adjusting some more, shot number three. And again, shot number four. So if you can see, it's not hard to do. All right, so yeah, I'm shooting 50 yards. It's not a big deal. But if you practice, you'll be able to do this too, whether it's a 75 or not. You just need to know where your milldots are hitting so you can raise your scope accordingly. Or the opposite. If you're sighted in at 75 yards and something comes in at 50, you're gonna, well, it's gonna be a little harder. You gotta lower your milldot. Or you can figure it out. It's not rocket science, guys. You know, it's just picking a dot and moving it on the body of the animal, all right? Oh, hacksaw Jim Duggan. All right? Think about it. Now, this is 60 yards. We can't see this at that distance. I'm going to put this little fella there, so now we know. Okay, so you can see, guys, it's not rocket science. So there's shot number one. I aimed it here. I looked at where that hole was and lined up which milldot it was, and then just raised up accordingly. It's not rocket science, guys. Remember, you're only going to get one shot. So just know where that first shot hits at the different yardages. Oh, yeah. Thermals. Okay, guys. I picked up a used thermal scope here from JP. And of course, I don't have the proper targetry to see it, but pretty close. I'm fogged in, but I'm pretty close. I'm within a couple of inches at 50 yards, so I think I'm good enough. Now I just have to learn how to play with the settings and try to figure out if I want to use the regular ATN 4K Pro or the thermal to videotape while we're doing this. I don't know. If there's a way to do both, I certainly would try, but I can't see clamping, I don't know, two scopes onto each other like this. I just don't see it being possible. You know, maybe if I check, no, that wouldn't work either. I'd have to change that and then change that and then put that on. So yeah, I don't, and then it's going to make the rifle 4 pounds lopsided in one direction. But who knows? We shall see, okay? All right, guys. Let's finish the video. All right. So, gentlemen, in conclusion, this rifle is dead on for Ted Nugent. No ifs, ands, or buts, or coconuts. I know where that first bullet is going to hit at 50 and at 60. All right? That's all you need to know. And then, you know, I know where the second and third shot will hit, if need be, using the milldots or the lines in the discopes situation. Well over 1,000 foot-pounds of energy with this 560 bullet, especially with the first shot. So I look forward to celebrating and leaping for joy when we show you the pictures of a nice big dead hog. So I say thank you for watching, and we'll move on to the next segment of our regularly scheduled program. Mr. Hollow Point out, and as always, the air rifles from Terry Fox at Fox Air Power. Barrel bands are for David B. over at Black Arts Design. The websites will be at the end of the video, or you just Google them. It's not difficult. And of course, me, Mr. Hollow Point, MrHollowPoint.com, and I do all my business via email and text. Okay, so I don't need any comments about my webpage. Looks like it was set up by a third grader. I know that. I like dealing with my customers independently, one at a time, and if we can talk, we're both on the same page. So that's why you don't see automated ordering on my website. Anyways, that's it for now. Hope you guys are successful in the woods.